Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. This is part 3 of Isis Oracle weekly reading for February 5th to the 12th. If you haven't watched the other part, I suggest you go and watch part 1 and part 2 in order, and then come here. Alright. Next card. This is another chance for your guidance to speak about not only insight but practical action or non-action, which is helpful for you to take. It is important with this card that you remembered to ask for unconditional loving guidance before you started your reading. If you did not ask for it, again and reshuffle. Re-choosing this card. We ask for guidance. Unconditional loving guidance. What does humanity need to know about this from our higher guidance about the astrology week of February 5th through February 12th of 2020? Flower of life, divine creativity and manifestation. Divine creativity and manifestation. You're entering a fertile period of your life. Focus on your innate creativity and how potent this is becoming, and watch it rapidly grow. You're guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Your soul is hungering for creativity and manifestation of the beauty in the inner world, to witness it and live it in your physical world too. Much of your spiritual energy is directed into creative process, and your creative powers are growing fast now, as you are gaining more potency in your creative flow. It is important that you use this growing ability wisely. Become aware of how easy and quick your thoughts and feelings are manifesting into conversations, situations, and responses from the universe. Notice how quickly your prayers are confirmed through signs and dreams, intuitions and opportunities opening up for you. You are becoming more and more swiftly that which you choose to think, feel, speak, and believe. This oracle suggests that the time is right for you to choose to align yourself with love each morning, so that your thoughts will serve you well, and the manifestations you set in motion will be the ones that enhance your life experience rather than more of what you do not want to experience. It can require time, habit, and consistency to change patterns of thought and behavior, but it can be done. You are guided now to allow yourself absolute and radical permission to detach from past thoughts and behaviors, to bear the challenge of not knowing who you are and how you will be on the other side of the transformation. In order to let it happen, the flower of life holds the secret to allowing creative change and transformation of circumstances, manifestation and healing in the easiest and most enjoyable ways possible. The flower of life contains repetitive patterns, each interlacing and interrelating to the other, like the holograph that contains the whole within each part. In this way, all that is required is to tap into one part, one element, one thought, or one behavior that relates to your desired creative outcome, and integrate it into your life. All the rest will follow through natural connection. The ritual below will help you create in a powerful and focused way using the holographic power of the flower of life. So choose wisely what you would like to experience. Make sure you're in your heart you are willing to allow it to come to life, because once you do the ritual, your life will change and move to accommodate your intention. It is a powerful skill within you that is growing, and what you put out will return to you multiplied. So make sure that is what you truly want. The Oracle of the Flower of Life also brings guidance that you are in the midst of a changing pattern, and although it might be uncomfortable at first, it holds the seeds of what you desire, and it to allow it to happen is wise and loving to the self. Be brave, beloved, initiate. The flower of life is nurturing you into a more whole expression of your divine self. Yes, there will be moments of questioning or doubt, but they are such a small part of the beauty unfolding for you now. Enjoy the flowering of your soul light into form on this planet. Its diverse beauty. Ritual of the Flower of Life. Go into your heart space and relax your breathing from your belly to your chest, feeling the rise and fall of the body along with the breath. Allow yourself to cultivate the feeling, image, sense, or perception of something you would really like to create, become, or be right now. Come from a place of joy and love, something that really makes your heart sing. Don't worry if it seems too much or impossible. Don't think, analyze, or judge. Just fill with your heart and trust. Sit with your vision of feeling and then gaze at the pattern of the flower of life below, holding the vision, feeling, or image in your heart as you gaze at the pattern, absorbing the image internally. Take your time. Enjoy the fact that you are seeing your vision or feeling. Relax into it as much as possible. Keep your gaze soft and let it hover over the pattern, noticing small individual flowers, then how they link together and continue. When you are ready, with your heart still connected to your vision and aware of the flower of life pattern, just say, of my own free will, with divine harmony and grace, so be it. You can finish the ritual with the incantation below. So here's the flower of life. Flower of life incantation. You can say this incantation before any visualization or affirmation, or as a closing to the ritual above, to boost your creative manifestation, causing it to come into concrete form in the physical world more rapidly. Flower of life, circles repeating. Manifestation now increasing. Creativity flowing fast, with power of the universe vast. The whole within a grain of sand, manifestation forms from this hand. With unconditional love so wise, uniting power of earth and skies. Flower of life, circles increasing, the energy grows through this speaking. Alright, next card. This is a heads up from your higher guidance that can often see greater than you can where you might be heading. The card will help you realize if you are heading for an otherwise avoidable problem and how to avoid unnecessary suffering in the healing of the issue at hand. Humanity asks that their higher guidance help them see any pitfalls or mistakes to avoid for a quicker and easier solution for the week of February 5th through February 12th of 2020. Key of life. Spinning the Ankh, the key of life. The key of life is the mysterious Ankh, the looped cross held in the hand of Isis. This mystery is opening to you now. The Ankh portends new life being born through you now. It could be in a creative sense or in a physical sense, in terms of health, or even a child that wishes to be born, or a new project that needs to be created in service to humanity. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Let it happen. The Ankh comes as blessing and confirmation that new life is seeking to express itself through you now, and encouragement that you will allow this to occur. Something has started to be born through you at this time. See it through, beloved. Don't let it struggle to survive from lack of attention or care, or a belief that it will not be enough in any way, or it will be too hard to handle once it is created. The Ankh says that life will prevail and your creation will come to pass. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. If you are unsure of what your creative destiny may be, or unaware of the exact nature of the new life being born through you now, remember that sometimes the creation will be a project or object, a relationship, or a new human life. Sometimes it is even a new way of thinking that is wise and heart-centered, and will be available for others to draw nourishment from as an alternate to more destructive and addictive thought patterns which humans can struggle with from time to time. This is one creative process common to all of humanity, and that is the birthing of the soul light into form. No matter what other forms of life are being created through you now, the mystery of the Ankh reveals that you can know for sure that you are growing spiritually at this time to allow more of your soul light into your life. What this means is that no matter what the appearance of circumstances in your life right now, no matter whether you feel alive with creative flow, energized and happy, or whether you are in despair as your old world no longer brings you peace or seems to be falling away, your divine soul is behind it, and new life is emerging. It is safe to trust and allow this process to unfold. If you have drawn this oracle along with either the knot of Isis or the wings of Isis, then the new life is very deeply spiritual and will be highly transformative from the inside out. If you have drawn this oracle along with the life restored card, then you will have a very strong physical birth with changes in your health, physical world, or lifestyle that are more pronounced. Either way, it is safe to trust in the changes and that they serve your highest good. This oracle also brings a special message to those on the creative path. If you have hit a blank page or a dry well for inspiration, if you are encountering doubt in your ability to create and flow, do not despair. The Ankh promises fresh inspiration will return to you, and you can be assured that just as the Nile floods filled with life after it has receded, so too will your creative flow soon return. Your creative days are not over. Your creative well will rise again, and you will feel youthful, energized, and full of hope and promise, inspired to create. The ritual below will help take you there, but you must also be patient and trust in your own creative and spiritual rhythms. Ritual of the Ankh. You will need a paper and some colored pens or pencils. Allow yourself to choose whatever colors you feel right for you and draw on an Ankh similar to the one pictured, but large enough to fill at least an A4 page. You can draw it plain or pattern, but leave enough space to write within the loop at the top of the Ankh. When the Ankh is colored to your liking, you can write whatever dreams or awareness you have of the life that is seeking to be born through you, either in words or pictures. Using the openness inside of the loop hook at the top of the Ankh as your sacred frame. If you are not sure what is happening but have an idea of what you would like to give birth to, add that to your central image. It might be very detailed or very simple. What is most important is that there is a sense of love behind what you add at the top of the Ankh. The empty space within the loop at the top of the Ankh is a psychic container for this ritual practice. It becomes the womb of Isis and will co-create with you the unfoldment of your highest destiny. What is in your heart is the seed of your highest destiny. The form of how it appears may change, but whatever it is that you love, loves you, and is seeking to come into life through your experiences in some way. This ritual deepens the conscious connection between the forces that are seeking to be born through you and your own awareness. Placing these forces within the womb of Isis in the Ankh brings psychic stability and spiritual protection to those creations, which will help them to be birthed with greater ease, in fullest form, and with the most joy possible. If you wish to add uplifting pictures or drawings outside the inner circle, know that these will also be energized by the Ankh. But the strongest protection is within the loop. When you are finished with your task, you may like to place your picture in your journal and leave it in a sacred place where you can gaze at it after meditation or prayer. Perhaps using the incantation below as your prayer, and enjoy the divine support for the life being born through you now. Incantation of the Ankh. You can say this incantation to bring protection and blessing to any project or endeavor, spiritual, material, or otherwise. Cross of life, cross of light, protects me through darkest plight. Held within the Isis womb, new melody of my soul tune, safely held in the loop unbroken, till it is time for new life to break open. Alright, the last final card. This helps you know what the healed situation can look like. It will be positive and uplifting and may be surprising. It helps you visualize and feel how you want the issue to be resolved, because it has come from guidance. It will be in alignment with higher destiny, and you can pray for this outcome and know that the universe will respond swiftly. What is the highest possible healing outcome hiding in this situation for humanity of the week in the week of February 5th through February 12th of 2020? Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work of the higher initiate. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality. This is to allow your conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is a spiritual gift to attain these divine purposes now, available to you as a high initiate. There are times when the soul becomes ambitious and wishes to live its entire life in conscious oneness with all expressions of its being, including the physical body. It may wish to do so simply because it is in the nature of all beings to eventually release themselves as divine, or because it needs specific new skills to be available to the human expression in the physical body so it can continue with its divine purpose. Those skills might be channeling divine energy or consciousness for healing, traveling easily between the worlds for conscious spirit communication, gaining greater artistic or creative ability because it feels wonderful to create, or any number of other purposes. This oracle brings you guidance that a special spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul reach you more fully. It will be an advanced practice, and it will serve you well at this time in your journey to reach the higher levels of capacity and spiritual responsibility that are available to you as a high initiate. Peace to you, beloved. Your spiritual work on this planet is greatly supported. The Chariot of Ascension Oracle also offers you a particular sacred teaching from the Priestess of High Initiates, Lady Isis. This is the practice of the Merkaba, soul vehicle or Chariot of Ascension. This vehicle is an energetic structure of sacred geometry that strengthens and protects you, allowing for your consciousness to travel instantaneously and freely between dimensions and realities without compromising your vibration or damaging your energy bodies. Merkaba is a vehicle of great strength and power, and it is best used with a heart dedicated in unconditional love and service. It can be used to travel on the inner planes to stars and temples for higher guidance in an instant, as well as to connect with other souls on the inner planes at various levels of evolution. It is recommended that such a practice only be used with permission granted from the soul in question, and from a place of love and intention to be healing service. Merkaba allows you to travel without the usual restraints upon your energy field, but like any powerful practice, There is a wise caution. You will travel and experience what is in your heart. Keep your heart open and clear. Do not use Merkaba if you are feeling uncertain or uncentered, ungrounded, disconnected, or angry. It is a technique to use when you are feeling peaceful and aligned within yourself. At such times, great growth in consciousness is possible for you using Merkaba. The Oracle of the Chariot of Ascension is a gift of higher level spiritual training. Your wisdom is using what you have learned helps you make the most of this sacred gift. This oracle is as much about receiving the training as it is about knowing when to apply it and when to have restraint. The Oracle of the Chariot of Ascension is also confirmation that you are growing spiritually and becoming ready for greater tasks and spiritual responsibilities. If you have been considering taking a step to engage in teaching or healing, in studying or practicing at a higher level within spirituality or in your chosen field of profession, you are encouraged to follow your heart and your destiny and be bold. Say yes to yourself. The Chariot of Ascension speaks of rising destinies and success. Ritual of the Merkaba. This is an advanced healing practice. You are guided to complete the full practice if you are experienced in meditation and are able to remain grounded in your body even when in connection with higher energies. If you are unsure, start with the incantation below and build up to the ritual in time. If you feel unwell during the ritual practice, draw it to a close immediately and finish your practice with the incantation. An experienced spiritual healer will be able to help you adjust your vibration to a level that is ready to embody Merkaba over time if you do not yet feel up to this practice. For this ritual, if you can do so comfortably, sit on the floor in meditation posture. Otherwise, use a comfortable seat and sit with your legs crossed underneath you or feet flat on the floor side by side. Have your arms resting on your legs with your palms facing upwards. Focus on your breath, allowing it to become relaxed all the way down into your belly. If you tend to breathe shallowly, do not start this exercise until you have learned to slow and deepen your breath to your belly. Say aloud this protection mantra. Goddess Isis that loves me unconditionally, protect me. I rest in the heart of your love and peace, so be it. Master Serapis Bey will confirm. Once your breathing is restful and deep, become aware of the triangular prism, the 3 points of the base forming a triangle, reaching up to a fourth point. The base of the prism easily sits well beneath your feet and the point is high above your head. Visualize or intend that the prism be formed of electric violet light, which is pure white light with flecks of neon violet in it and around its edges. Take your time to build the prism with your intention until you sense it firm and stable, hovering around you comfortably. Once the first prism is clear in your mind, a second triangular base prism forms. It starts above your head as a triangular base. 3 points forming the triangular shape and a fourth point of light deep beneath you forms the apex of the second prism, all 3 sides reaching down and converging at that point. The points of this second triangular prism are formed with electric violet light, joining each other with electric violet light, forming the second prism, with the base high above your head and the point deep below your feet, with you fitting comfortably within. The 2 prisms intersect, forming a star prism all around you, with the base of the first prism under your feet and its apex point high in the heavens above your head, and the base of the second prism at the top of your head and its apex point deep into the earth, and they form a star prism with 8 points in total, with you comfortably resting in the center. Take your time and really sense these prisms of light around you, feeling the beauty of the vibrant electric violet light flooding the points, sides, and base of the prisms that they form the star prism together. Stay with your breathing and allow the first prism, the one with the base beneath you and the point above, to begin rotating naturally. It will move clockwise or form light left to right. Just let it spin. If you don't have to force it, it will happen naturally. So here's a picture. Soon after you feel comfortable with this, allow the second prism, the one with the base above you and the point below you, to begin rotating naturally in the opposite direction or anti-clockwise from right to left. You can allow this to happen naturally. As the two prisms rotate, you will feel energy growing strong and moving your soul body and physical body into greater connection. You may literally feel as if you're rising up off the chair. Stay calm and keep breathing. Keep your thoughts clear and in your heart. If at any time you feel yourself lifting away from this reality and into a reality that you do not wish to visit, simply repeat the protection mantra in short form here. Isis and Serapis Bay, into my heart without delay. Stay connected to your breath and allow yourself to experience the Merkaba for short periods of time until you become used to its intensity. When you're ready, just open your eyes. Really take your time to ground and come back to awareness in your belly, awareness of the breath. Incantation of the Merkaba. You can say this incantation to gain strong spiritual connection and protection at any time. Lady Isis and Serapis Bay, shining bright. Support my Merkaba, build my body of light. I am your protection now, and from harm I am free. Align me now with my inner divinity. Through my own free will as a being of light, I now allow my Merkaba to alight. Arising from below and descending from above, penetrate darkness to the divine light and love, with divine light and love. Merkaba protection, body and spirit as one, fragmentation and disconnection are now forever undone.